Here in the United States, we play a fun little game twice a year. It's called Daylight Saving Time, and it involves fiddling with our clocks like we're trying to defuse a bomb in a bad action movie. For a few months, we get an extra hour of evening daylight. Then, just when we get used to it, bam! We're plunged back into darkness. The idea behind this clock-changing madness is to save energy and make better use of daylight hours. But the actual benefits are debatable, and the whole thing is just a pain in the ass. It messes with our sleep, our moods, and our general ability to function like semi-normal human beings. And yet we keep doing it, year after year. Why? Because that's just how we do things in America. We love tradition, even when those traditions make absolutely no sense. Now, some brave souls in Congress are trying to end this madness once and for all. They've introduced a bill called the Sunshine Protection Act, which would make daylight saving time permanent across the country. That's right, no more clock changing, no more biannual bouts of confusion and rage, just glorious, everlasting sunshine. Well, sort of. The people who support this bill have some compelling arguments. They say that more evening daylight means more time for outdoor activities. That means more time for barbecues, more time for Little League games, more time for just generally enjoying the great outdoors. And who doesn't love a good barbecue? Plus, there's some evidence that permanent DST could boost the economy. More daylight means more time for shopping, more time for dining out, and more time for all those other activities that keep the wheels of capitalism turning. But wait, there's a catch. There's always a catch. While permanent DST might sound great on paper, there are some potential downsides that we need to consider. For starters, it could mess with our sleep even more than the current system. Our bodies are naturally programmed to wake up when it's light outside and go to sleep when it's dark. Permanent DST would mean darker mornings, which could make it harder to drag ourselves out of bed. And that could lead to all sorts of problems like increased fatigue, reduced productivity, and a higher risk of accidents. Then there's the issue of public safety. More evening daylight might be great for barbecues, but it could also lead to more traffic accidents. Why? Because people tend to drive more recklessly when it's dark outside. So what's the verdict? Is permanent DST a good idea or not? Honestly, the jury's still out. There are valid arguments on both sides of the debate, and it's ultimately up to Congress to decide what's best for the country. But one thing's for sure, this whole daylight saving time thing is a mess. Maybe it's time we just pick a time zone and stick with it. Just a thought.